What? Today we're gonna be talking about the creepiest tropes. That was bad, let me do that again. Today we're gonna be talking about the creepiest tropes in anime. Starting off with that abomination at the start of the video. I don't care what anyone has to say. Born, Barn, whatever you wanna call him, he's a creep. He's a perv. Excuse me. He's a perv. Elaine is a child. I know she's technically 1,000 years old or however thousands of years old because she's a fairy. I know she's not actually a young woman. She's old. Allow it, bro. If she's old, why did they draw her as a child? Why did they draw her as a child if she's an old woman? Why would you do that? Huh? What is a creep, bro? You just have to accept it. If you didn't accept it already, you have to accept it now. I think we have to look at the mangakas or whatever you call them, the man that write the mangas. We have to look at them and we have to have a real conversation with them. Why are you drawing grown women as children? Why? Why am I watching an anime and a grown man is doing things with a... You understand what I'm trying to say? If she's old, make her look old. Don't be drawing children and then say, yo, yeah, and actually, by the way, she's actually 1,000 years old. Don't do that. Don't stop doing that. Stop doing that. It's wrong. You're a creep. And any of you that watched that and was thinking, yay, Barn and Elena together, you need to look at yourself. You need to look at yourself. I know it's a fantasy world, but we live in the real world, and in the real world that is the drawing of a child. Therefore that is a child. I know there are medical exceptions, there are people who look like children and they're grown, but let's not even get into that. The reality of it is that's a child. She's not 1,000 years old. This is not the only time that it's happened in anime. It happens a lot, you know. I'm just gonna include that one because that's probably the most popular version of that trope. But old characters look like children all the time. Anime do it all the time. Why do they do it all the time? I don't even have the answer for that. I just don't understand why man are really drawing young people and calling them old. It's just creepy. The whole thing, the whole concept is creepy. Like, it's weird, it's pervy, it's perverted. I'm even bringing out words. It's bad and it needs to stop. This next one is similar but different. What do I mean by that? We're moving on to One Piece. You're probably thinking, One Piece? There's no old characters in there that look young. No, but there are young characters who look old. So we're gonna move swiftly onto Bonnie, Kuma's daughter. Oh yes. Let's talk about it. Look at this. How old do you think this lady is? What do you think? 20s, mid-20s or something? She's 12. Yeah, 12. 12. How does she look like that if she's 12? Because she ate the age fruit, where she can increase her age to whatever she wants to be at any given time. Isn't that interesting? Now I really like the concept of devil fruits in One Piece. I think it's a great power system that they've got going on over there. You know how Luffy has the gum fruit and he turns into a rubber man, and there's all types of different fruits and they're cool, but age fruit for a young girl, I don't know, man. It's a little bit creepy. So because of that, obviously, if a 12-year-old girl has the power to look any age that she wants to, she's gonna turn into her most mature age, right? Like, she's gonna be her best looking self, so to speak, yeah? So she does that. Every time she's on screen, she is a grown woman. And I didn't read the manga, I don't know nothing about her until she started coming onto the screen. I was thinking, who's this character? You know what I mean? This new character. They got a new young lady rolling with the gang. I go check her age now. They're telling me she's 12 years old. Excuse me. The worst thing about it is that the anime knows she's 12 years old, but they draw her in the most, how do I explain it? They make her look extra mature. If you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to get banned on this YouTube thing. I'm really trying hard on this YouTube thing, so I'm trying not to get banned. But they make her look extra mature, knowing that she's 12 years old. And you know what people are gonna be like in the community. They're gonna make edits about her. They're gonna be even fantasizing about her. But that's a child. That's a child, bro. So I'm saying, anime, they need to just please give it a rest. If they're children, make them children. If they're grown, make them grown. Stop blurring the lines these 1,000-year-old children and these 12-year-old adults. Oh, bro, let's calm down. And if they are gonna do the age fruit, then let's do it in a more modest way. You know what I mean? Don't be showing every piece of skin and body and yo, like now that's the part that's just a bit weird for me. Cool, she's got the age fruit, she can turn any age. Cool, might be useful ability. But did you really have to show all of that? Is that really necessary?
Do you think that's necessary?
This next one that I'm going to touch on is slightly different. It's from Jobless Reincarnation. So let me paint the picture for you, yeah? Jobless Reincarnation is about a 34-year-old man who dies whilst trying to save a bunch of kids. Quite heroic in that sense. Then he gets reincarnated to a different universe as a baby. Cool. He's reincarnated as a baby, so technically he's a baby, but his mind, his conscious mind, is his 34-year-old self. Every time he speaks in his head, it's a 34-year-old man speaking. So as he grows up, he goes through different challenges. His mom is always around and you know, doing momly things and breastfeeding him. He's perving on her, you know, he's perving on her. But what do you expect from some 34-year-old guy in the past? You know what I mean? Like, he weren't really seeing women in his past life. All of a sudden, he's within close proximity to a woman. He's gonna be like that. Cool. My problem lies with when he starts to grow up a little bit now. He's probably around 10, 12 years old now, and he meets up with this other girl who is also 10, 12 years old. But his brain is still a grown man. And there are scenes in the show in the first season where he's walking around and perving on the... I don't even want to say it on YouTube. He's going around looking at the girls, yeah? And they're young. He's young too, technically, but in his head, he's 34. If your brain is 34, if your brain is a grown man, you are a grown man. But they're trying to blur the lines with this whole reincarnation thing. But we know he's a grown man. So why is he looking at these girls? It's creepy. You see what I mean now? You understand where I'm coming from. This whole perv and creep thing that they have going on in anime is just too much sometimes, you know. I'll be honest, I dropped it after a couple episodes, you know, because he just kept on perving on these girls. And I'm thinking, yo, you're a grown man. No matter how many times I see him as a kid, yeah, they will always remind you that he is a grown man. Because every time he talks, yeah, he's a grown man. It's a grown man speaking. When he talks in his head, it's not a child speaking, it's a grown man. He's thinking as the grown man he is. So you shouldn't be doing what he's doing. Bottom line is, anime is a bit creepy sometimes, but anime is fantastic at the same time. If you're able to overlook the creepy things that they be doing here and there, you're gonna have a lovely time. Most of you watching this probably love anime anyway, but I just wanted to point out the little creepy things that I just don't really like. Yes, that will be the end for today. I've been Timmy Tachi. You've been entertained. You should like and you should definitely subscribe. Can you stop doing that? Glory be to God.